I don't do too many videos, but as per request of a few people, I'm going to videotape myself cleaning this burbot. Most people are scared of keeping them as they're scared to clean them or screw up. They're really easy, but they are a little bit different than other fish. I'll go slow and show you how I do it. I like to have a very sharp knife. You're more likely to cut yourself with a dull knife than a sharp knife. To start, grab him. You start cutting around his neck, just enough to break the skin. You can go around like this, or you can go just to the tip of your knife and go slow around like that, and you'll just barely touch the meat. It's fairly important not to touch the guts, I find, on these things. The guts are very smelly, so I just touch just enough to say the skin, just to break the skin. Like I said, you can go quicker, but I'd rather go slow so you guys can see. Just kind of make sure all your little pieces are cut all the way around so nothing holds you up. You can make a slice down here, but most of the time you can get away without doing it. Pair of pliers. If you can get your skin started, sometimes it can be a bit of a pain. They're easier when they're fresh. If you are in the winter time and you let them freeze, it'll make it worse, or harder I should say, not worse. You kind of work your way around with the pliers. They peel pretty easy. You can keep pulling just like that. You do have to put quite a bit of force to peel them, but it's just like that. The best part is if you have two, you can keep that and you can wear it as a tube sock. They're not very warm, but it's very fashionable. So you take your burbot, get back up here. There's almost no meat along the ribs down here, and then it starts to come down into here, and this is all meat right to the tail. You can either start on the back line right here like that and work your way down following the back like that. I usually go down a little ways past this, you can kind of see where the fin was, and then you're going to have to kind of work your way down here. You can kind of feel where you're going. You can feel the bones. You kind of follow that. You can see a lateral line right here. This is basically where the meat stops. So you can either take your knife and start here, or you can come down here and you can work your way back up. I cut myself down a little bit like this, and then I come to the lateral line and I go down like this. Like that. So you can kind of see the bones start here, and there's basically nothing left right here. So now you can kind of go down further on the lateral, or on the top of the back along here. And you can kind of follow it's bony, and then when I get down to about here, I poke it right through just like a normal fish, or like I'm cleaning a normal trout or something, and I go all the way down right to the end of the tail. There's almost nothing there. Trim up anything that you've left, and now I just kind of follow this down like that. But that's pretty much it. So you can take that and you can trim it up a little bit, like if you don't want a little bit of fat or something on the top, and you can trim it a bit. But other than that, that is a completely boneless piece of meat. I like my pieces cut up fairly thinly. I don't find they taste as good when they're thick chunks, like if you're just big chunks like that. I'll split this and I'll cut it into fingers. Same with the tail. For cooking wise, I mean, we fry a lot of fish. We just do it in a fish crisp, or I'll make up a batter and deep fry it. I know some guys will boil them in water or pop or other stuff, and then they'll either cook them or eat them after that with butter. I don't do that too much, but there are lots of guys out there that do. For the other side, it's exactly the same, just in reverse. Hopefully this helps somebody out, and I'm sure there's somebody out there that doesn't know how to clean one of these things. Okay, thanks a lot.